Namaste everyone, I'm Steven from YogaWorks, and in this half an hour practice today we're going to explore how can we move in a way that provide the bread and butter of our practice. A nice, relaxed, feasible, constant flow that makes you feel really great, that gets your circulation going a little bit, but that deals or that does away with anything of great complexity. This should feel like you can really repeat this over and over, and it really sustains your body and mind as a really nice foundational practice. Once you start to practice in this way, it's easy to add some things here and there, depending on how you feel. You can always increase the level a little bit when you feel ready, but this is a good sort of ground basic practice, and something I've been doing for many years. If I don't have a lot of time, then this is what I referred back to. Just about half an hour will make a huge difference in how you feel and how you show up. Good. Close your eyes. We're going to take 3 slower breaths, all the breath out. Slow inhale, draw the breath all the way down into your belly, into your lower back, into the hips if you can. On the exhale, let the body rest here. Again, slow inhale, fill up from the bottom to the top. This time, open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Let's do one more together. Slow inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up. Feel the body expand sideways and front to back and top to bottom. Pause for a moment. Open your mouth, let it go. Good. Let's shift into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, lightly grip your fingertips into the mat. And then for this first down dog, just keep your knees a little bit bent. Let the head relax in between the arms. It can help to shake the head. Yes, no, maybe. Just let the head be relaxed, soften the neck a little bit. And then with the little bend in the knees, we just take away a lot of tension from the back body, from the hamstrings and the lower back. So start off in this way and just focus on lengthening the arms and the side body, the side of your torso. And really pressing the hands and the feet down to get a good foundation. Good, and then on the inhale, shift forward into a plank pose. So just shift your shoulders directly over the wrists. Still grip a little bit with the fingertips, and at the same time your hands are pressing the mat away from the shoulders. The arms are all the way straight, and just feel the same foundation, 2 hands, 2 feet, but the weight distribution is quite different than in down dog. Just watch it. You're not tilting the pelvis up too much. I'm exaggerating a bit, of course. Just lightly tilt the tailbone back, so your abdominals have to work a little bit harder. And then shift back, downward facing dog. You can pedal the legs out if that feels good. Just straighten one leg, and then the other leg, getting to the calves and the hamstrings. And wherever you feel a little bit of movement can be welcome here. And then step your right foot forward. Keep the left knee straight and lifted. Just come up on the fingertips on either side of that front foot. And instead of like hanging down and leaning a little bit on this front thigh, press the mat away with your feet, with your hands, and lengthen the spine. Maybe even look a little bit forward. Just experience this simple warm-up, couple of poses just to get into our body and start to get moving. And then press back, downward facing dog. You can still move, or you can be still in your down dog. Just feel the support from 2 hands, 2 feet, and the hips rising up high, the thigh bones pressing back a bit. And then step left forward, stay on the fingertips, keep the right leg straight so you're lifting up against gravity, lengthen the spine. Instead of collapsing down, lift up a bit, so you're pressing the floor away with both your hands and your feet. And you're lengthening the spine a little bit forward and a little bit up. You can look forward just to accentuate this lengthening. It might help to gaze forward instead of down. And then return to down dog again. Maybe this time start to straighten the legs a little bit more if that feels good at the back of the legs. If it feels like there's too much tension and pulling, then that's clearly not a good idea. So then rather keep the knees a little bit bent if that's your experience. And then start to walk forward to the front of the mat. Take a moment, hang down. It's nice to bend your knees a bit here. And just feel the length in the spine, the weight of the head, tractioning the whole spine a bit longer. And then keeping knees bent, start to roll up slowly into mountain pose. Tadasana is a good start for our movement practice. We're going to drop into some sun salutations. We'll do a couple of different versions. Starting with half sun salutations. That's just to set the rhythm, to drop into our body and into the breath, and to give the mind something focused to do. Good. On the next inhale, let the arms lift up. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, so lift halfway, lift high enough so that your torso is parallel to the mat, as close as you can get it. And then draw the belly a little bit in. And exhale, you can rebend your knees and fold forward, all the breath out. Inhale, take a new breath in, lift the arms high, stretch up. Exhale, hands back to heart. So that's one round. Let's repeat that just to set the rhythm. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, relax as you fold forward over the legs. Inhale, flat back, I like hands to shins, and lengthen the spine way forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale is to rise, press your feet down, lift the hands. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Same rhythm, but we're going to add a step back. Inhale, lift the arms, rise tall. Exhale, bow down and relax the head. Inhale, flat back, long spine, reach it forward. Exhale, fingertips down, step the right foot back. Now stay in this lunge for another breath. Inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, step into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Nice simple poses. Press the mat away. Just feel this plank pose as a separate pose, as a little stopover point. And exhale, downward facing dog. Press the hips up and back. Inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, fingertips on the mat, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold, relax. Inhale, rise, go all the way up. Root down through the legs. Exhale, hands back to heart. So that's half a round. Let's do the other side. Inhale, take it all in. Exhale, fold forward, let the mind rest inside these movements. Inhale for flat back, lengthen the spine way forward. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back this time. We're in that simple lunge that we've practiced before. Take one more inhale, lift the chest a little bit. Exhale, shift back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Feel your front core engaged, as well as the front of the legs, front of the hips, the chest. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, prepare. Now on the exhale, step left foot forward. keep the right knee lifted. Inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, step to the front and fold. Inhale, root to rise, go all the way up. And exhale, hands back to heart. Nice, we'll do second round with a little bit of variations. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, use the belly to hinge over the hips. Inhale, half lift, lengthen way forward. Exhale, the right foot steps back. This time lower the right knee down to the mat. Let's inhale the arms up now for low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Then exhale, hands down, down dog first. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Feel the solid support underneath you. Exhale, take a moment, lower down, slow. Locust pose, reach your hands back next to the hips, lift everything up as far as it goes, and it's not going to be very far, but it's a really great pose to lengthen and to strengthen the back body. You're not lengthening the back body, that's actually not correct. You're lengthening the front body, strengthening the back. Good, enough talking in locust. Press back up, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, step to the front and relax the head down. Inhale, press down through the legs, lift up to the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Follow the same rhythm of breath. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale like a moving meditation. Fold down. Inhale, stretch the chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, the left foot steps back, left knee down this time. Inhale, Anjane, the low lunge, lift the arms. Exhale, step back to down dog. Press the mat with your hands. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Still get that pressing sensation through the arms, through the shoulders. Exhale, lower, slow. Locust, one more time, reach your fingers back next to the hips. Stretch the toes back and your heart forward. Exhale, however you get there. Push up and move the thighs back into down dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, left foot steps forward, right knee down. Inhale, low lunge, let the arms float up. Exhale, fold at the front, step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise, reach up through the fingers. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more round with a variation. Then we'll get into some standing poses. Here we go. Inhale. Let the breath guide your rhythm, even if it's different than what I'm cueing. Exhale, fold down. So you might be a little bit behind or a little bit in front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, the right foot steps back. This time keep your knee lifted and lift the arms as well. So it's a high lunge or crescent lunge. Nice, lower the hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, lower down. You can always lower your knees first if you need a little bit of a discount on the lowering. Now, press the tops of the feet down, roll the shoulders back. Inhale for cobra pose, heart goes way forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips high and press the thigh bones back. Inhale, lift the right leg in your down dog split. Straighten the top leg, however high or not so high it goes, it's fine. And let's step through all the way to the front. Keep the back knee lifted. Inhale, one breath, lift the arms. Exhale, step to the front and relax. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. half a round left. Keep the breath going at the same pace. Inhale. You know what to do. Exhale, relax into your practice. This is known territory. This is your bread and butter. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch the heart forward. Exhale, the left foot steps back. Keep your left knee lifted. Then inhale, lift up into high lunge. Keep the legs strong. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Keep pressing the mat away as you slowly lower down. Keep the hands where they are, the chest a little bit forward from the hands. Roll the shoulders back and then lift the heart. We're in cobra pose, strong legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Inhale at the left leg, rise. Just stretch up through this heel or through the toes. If you're pointing your foot, doesn't matter. And exhale, step the foot through and lift the arms. Inhale, we're not in a rush. We're just moving continuously. Exhale, step forward, forward fold, soften the neck. Inhale, all the way up. Press the feet down. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stand tall but relaxed. Take a few breaths. Close your eyes if you like. Observe the inner space, what's happening in your practice. What is the difference between now, after a couple of rounds of sun salutations and warm-up, as compared to where you started? Remember, yoga is not just the movement and the stretching, but also the process of self-inquiry and self-awareness. So we're trying to observe ourselves as we move through these practices. Inhale, lift the arms, stretch your whole body up, and then hinge from the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, just halfway up. Exhale, step back to down dog. Good, inhale, shift forward, plank. Remember, grip a little bit of the fingertips, push the mat away. And then either knees down or up, I'll leave it up to you. Shift a little bit forward, go halfway down, chaturanga. From here, you can do upward facing dog, or you can stay with the locusts and the cobras we've done before. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Good, and step your right foot forward into that simple lunge. Remember the one on the fingertips we've done before. This time, turn the left heel down. Lift the torso up and stretch your arms forward and back. Warrior 2 pose, incredible bread and butter pose, at least for me. This one is my favorite one to sort of start a sequence from, and it feels incredible just to open the hips and create a little bit of space around the legs and the midsection. I also like how much strength and stability these poses are building. That's why they often feature in my home practice and in this bread and butter practice. Right elbow, drop it down to the right thigh, and then left arm, reach it up and over. Now you don't want to be collapsing down and leaning really heavily on that right thigh. Rather press a little bit away and lift the chest forward and up. Reach through the top hand. We're just pausing a little bit in every pose without holding it for too long. And then move back to Warrior 2, just where we came from. Nice. From here, straighten the front leg. You can hold the hands on the hips just to know what the hips are doing. Just feel what happens when you lift one hip and the other. Then drop the front hip down and lift the top hip up a little bit. Automatically your body, your upper body will start to fold forward or lengthen forward, not really fold. And then with the right hand, just find a place of support somewhere on that right ankle or shin, or some of you on the ground. Just see where you get to. And then lift the left arm up for triangle pose. Couple of breaths here. Just pause in this shape, in this pose. And allow your mind to just investigate what's going on. Without judging. Investigating is not judging. It's not like, oh, my hamstrings are so tight. I'm really terrible at this yoga practice. No, it's just, how does it feel when I do this? Or how does it feel when I slow my breath down? That's a good inquiry. And lift back up. One more time, warrior two, rebend the front knee. Good, cartwheel the hands down. And step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Nice, left foot forward, come on the fingertips. Turn the back heel down. And then lift up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana. You can always shift the feet a little bit wider, a little bit closer. You'll feel what is appropriate for your body today. And then reach the arms forward and back. Have a good bend in that front knee. And then we want to aim to get the front shin perpendicular to the mat, so straight above that left ankle. And then reach out through the fingers for a moment. Good, lower the left elbow down to left thigh. Remember, we're not collapsing down, we're actually pressing the thigh away with the elbow. And then reach the top arm up and over. A breath or two here to lengthen in the side angle pose. Anchor the edge of the back foot down into the mat. And then lift back up just to warrior two, so the legs stay exactly the same as in the side angle. Now straighten the front knee. Bring the hands to the hips just so you can feel what's happening around the midsection. Drop the front hip down so you're deepening this left groin here. And automatically the top hip will lift up. Don't try to yank that top hip back. It doesn't have to rotate behind you. It's probably going to be a little bit forward of the front hip, which is good. It's normal. Left hand, anchor it down. Find a good place of support. When you're ready, right arm up. Triangle pose. Another good old classic pose that is really great to repeat on a regular basis, daily basis perhaps. And then slowly lift up, rebend the front knee, spread the arms wide, warrior two one more time. Good, cartwheel the hands down, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's work to side plank, left hand, step it a little bit forward of the right. And then turn onto the outside edge of your left foot. You can stack the right foot on top, or you can leave the right foot in front of that left foot. So you have a bit more base of support. You can reach the top arm up and just lift the whole body away from the mat. You're pressing away through this left arm, left shoulder. Good, back to downward facing dog. To the other side, I'll turn around so you can see better. Right hand, a little step forward. Turn onto the outside edge of your left foot. Right foot, sorry. Left foot can go in front of the right or on top. On top is going to require a little bit more balance. Lift the left arm and hold for a moment. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Press the hips back. Down dog. Take a breath or two. Nice. From here, just walk the legs through or jump them through and come to lie down on your back. Place the feet for bridge pose. If you feel like a more advanced back bend, the upward facing bow wheel, then you can go ahead. Otherwise, just practice with me with this version of bridge that just feels really good to open the chest and the upper back a little bit more. So press your elbows down on the mat next to your rib cage and have the fingertips face up towards the ceiling. Karate chop your hands. Nice, the arm's gonna stay like this, and then just wiggle side to side to get your shoulder blades a little bit more underneath your body, like you're constructing a little shelf there. Keep that, start to press down through the feet, lift the hips up, and then push down through the elbows, the triceps, the back of the shoulders as well. And then just feel the whole front of the body lift. Your chest, your belly, your front of the hips, front of the thighs. Take one more breath. And then lower it down, rest for a little moment. Round 2. Same thing, or you might feel like a deeper back bend. In that case, just go ahead. Otherwise, karate chop, press elbows down, wiggle your shoulders underneath, press the feet down and lift or bridge the hips up. So you're bridging from the upper back, and in this case, the back of the arms as well, to the feet. Just feel this nice connection through the whole body. That's really what we're after in a yoga practice. It's not the deepest back bend, it's the deepest connection. And then lower back down. Good, to lift the right leg up and straighten your left leg on the mat. And then reach your hands forward, lift the head and the chest, hover the left leg over or above the mat a little bit. Nice. We're splitting the legs apart, we're reaching forward, just a tiny bit of core work to get your money's worth, and then swap the legs, left leg up, right leg straight, hovers above the mat. Reach fingertips forward, can you lift both shoulder blades off the mat? 3, 2, 1, Shavasana. Lower the legs, lower the arms. Let this be really simple. You're just setting your body down. You're resting the mind inside the body. There's nothing you need to do. You've done it already. You've had your daily bread and butter. You moved your body through a simple practice that you can repeat many, many times. It's not the most sensational, exciting yoga poses, but it's a good solid base to maintain healthy body, a sparkling mind, and a really good foundation to build on whatever the rest of your yoga practice holds, or whatever activities you engage in during the day. And then start to take a few deeper breaths. If you want to stay for longer Shavasana or perhaps meditation, then you can, of course. If half an hour was your yoga time and it's up now, you can wiggle your hands and your feet. Bend your knees, roll over onto one side. And then just press up to sitting. Close your eyes. Bring your hands together in front of the chest. Let's give thanks. Touch your hands to your forehead, to your heart center, and bow to yourself on the mat. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing, for returning to your mat, for giving yourself the basics from which to grow from. And I hope to see you here again real soon. Enjoy.